And this is really important because this is the last one, right? That's actually the last tournament of the season. That's the crazy thing to me. The CPT is over, man.
Yeah.
It's depressing. It's so sad to just think about the fact that we had something, and now like the tournament's over. But at least we have also what's going on Wednesday Night Fights again. We got that. We got a seasonal thing going on, so I'm happy about that. I'm also happy to see Matoha in the winner's side. We're talking about Myers a bit, but Matoha's out the deck here.
Yeah, you know, now that Smug, now that Smug is seeming to rock G a little more frequently, and is caught up with Street Fighter League, Matoha is one of the last remaining Balrog patrons, and continuously gets top 8 pretty consistently here at Wednesday Night Fights.
I think the last time I've seen him, I believe he was on the loser side, but now he's on the other side. But right now, Myers is going in. There's that crouching kick confirmed, not there, but he does get the dash up throw, keeping Matoha in the corner.
Yep, swinging with that big stand fierce. That's a problem for a character like Balrog, who doesn't have his exceptionally long-reaching buttons. Uses the EX leg to keep him in the corner. It is -2, and Matoha can take his turn back, but spaced well enough that he can really try and challenge.
Yes, the well combo, air legs for the finish. There's one thing about this character where I feel like she still has, she got access to more damage in this season, but I feel like she always had kind of damage and just wasn't on the deck. But speaking of damage, crush down a round start. Round start, or you're putting you in the corner, spin those bars, get the job done. Matoha is like a little bit away from that percentage to find a few more hits, but
no! Baits it out, Myers. This is gonna close it out for sure. He'll have to, maybe not. He didn't have the meter, okay.
Yeah, but that will close it out right there. Scuff up the shoes, Matoha cleaning it up and making sure Myers couldn't get any V-trigger or anything like that. And that's one of the things where it's hard for Chun-Li anyway. She's not really a V-trigger comeback kind of character. So it would have been long, but at the same time, he disallowed that. But now Myers, we're seeing the return. Never mind, back to mid-screen.
Yeah, I like the buffer from Matoha there to get some screen position back. Even if it didn't hit, it was more about fighting his way out of the corner and resetting back to mid-screen. And slowly trying to walk Chun back to her own side of the screen.
You belong over here.
Yeah,
this is where
exactly.
you belong.
Okay, no crouch jab reset, but gets the crouch moon kick confirmed. Swinging with that still. Oh, no jab though.
I'm just right here. My man still mashing out. He saw I got hit. I'm gonna hit you right back. Everybody got a plan to get punched in the face. There's a throw nap time though. The blocks and Myers will wake up here, but you gotta be careful. You gotta find a way out. He's sitting on CA. He's puts on
This is
activation time. Back to the screen.
Ooh, is he dead?
Not yet.
Not
a little
quite.
bit more.
No instant overhead stomp. Runs out of V-trigger. How is Matoha gonna get that?
He don't.
Challenged. He challenged. I think that's, is that 0-1 block?
The crouching
EX
right?
dash? No, EX dash
EX
low.
dash?
Yeah, I'm
Is
dash
that 0
low.
or -2? I'm not sure.
I don't think it's -2, but I could be wrong about that. It was definitely Myers' turn, but I was surprised that he challenged from that range.
Round 1.
But even okay, so it is -2. The EX is -2. Thank you. So like it's one of those things where like -2 at that rate, and even if it's -2 at that rate in certain ranges, you can still press maybe depending on K press. But it's one of those things where he was at the right range, got it, and Myers takes the first one. Now he's going to take the second one, put it sweep for a sweep, cleaning the floors. Matoha, stay in.
Gets the conversion off the forward roundhouse. Nice. Block string, pushing back to the corner. Matoha swings back, pushing him back. Fighting the other side of the corner, trying to get his offense going.
There's that fierce you were talking about. Such a strong component of the neutral, and it just sets up for that right there. Touch me, into the EX. Now you're into the corner, and now you don't have that many reversal options. You have a 3-frame, but you ain't got a DP. EX going.
Oh man, the overhead.
Right, and this feature will take you to the other side, and it'll be a one-way free if he has it his way. Oh no.
He gets clipped with the crouching medium punch. You gotta watch your toes when she has V-trigger stocked.
Oh, the
dead. Okay.
Matoha, yo, he saw that from a mile away, sniffed it out, and punched. I like that. More heavy kick.
Yes.
Gets defeated right there. Matoha staying alive.
Yeah, and as good as that button is in neutral, it does have a lot of recovery, so Myers has to be mindful of when he's trying to throw it out. He was getting some good mileage out of it earlier on, but he can't just do it willy-nilly. Matoha has to pay attention to that.
Absolutely. Saw it right there.
Oh, good conversion off the counter hit. So strong.
Matoha just waking up with buttons every single time, my man. If you're Myers, you're looking at that like, okay, I gotta disrespect this dude on the way up. I gotta get the meaties, vegan down. Let's see what happens here.
Oh,
anti-air stays in front though.
No punish on the target combo. That was a range he could have punished. That's okay. The life total is still pretty even right now, and against a big body like Balrog, who does have a decent amount of health compared to your average character, that's not a bad position to be in, especially when you can win footsies consistently all the time.
Yeah, Airlake's coming through in the clutch. Uh-oh.
Now, what's the activation point going to be? Oh, dash up throw. I love it. Taking advantage of the hesitation in neutral.
And sitting on all this bark and activating point makes the overhead relatively safe. The view reversal. Myers the 9s and the plus frames, but my man's still back in. Ooh, Myers could make this comeback with the EX. It's awesome to turn, and there's the throw.
And-
Mato taking it.
And right there, Alex Myers had to be kicking himself because if he hadn't used that view reversal just a second earlier, he could have gotten the activation point off the fireball and converted. That's a tough draw.
Yeah, but I get why he. I get why he did it. Yeah, you stuck in the corner against Rog. And in an online scene, it's going to be even harder to react to some of the things. So I get it's trying to just get this character off as soon as possible. And I see the Rogs up in the chat. Why I see the Rogs up in the chat? Yo, Kurt, I see you with the Rogs, bro. Buffing up his boy.
Matoha doing what he can to space out that stand roundhouse, but he, or not stand roundhouse, stand fierce, but he gets caught with the stand roundhouse in the air. But he gets
Punish.
Yes, gets the big punish on Myers, misconfirming that crouching medium kick.
That's one of the good things about this character. The corner carry off the V skill is so good, but you know, we out of there. Myers with the spinning addition, EX plus frames, doesn't get work. It sets him up for the crush. Bro, that was a setup, dog. It was a setup. He got to the joint, he was like, wait a minute. Something smells fishy. And now you see Matoa is stuck and glued to the corner. Glued with all this damage. He's taken so much. Myers is content right now. He knows he only needs one hit to do it.
Oh, I love the dash up right there. You know, at that life total, Matoha knew he had to do something kind of drastic to make a comeback, right? You're not going to beat Chun in neutral consistently, and Rog isn't exactly known to be that kind of character anyways. And so Myers took that half second where he was like, okay, how am I going to make this game plan? And dashed up and through. Perfect way to end the round.
That's the Street Fighter V kind of style where you find the player a lot more, and you kind of notice the tendency. Nice confirmed by Myers right here. Matoa just blocking everything out. Finds a buffer though.
Calls out the dash.
I like that with a crush on the wake up.
That back fierce was incredible. I love it. What a brazen choice. Oh, thank you so much, Commander Jesse, for the raid. Party bait. Thank you. Or 6, excuse me. Thank you so much, homie.
Oh, evasion.
Yeah.
Blocks it out, of course. No, oh, there's a confirm. And Myers go right for the seal.
I love it. Not gonna kill, but he does get a setup off of this. So what's it gonna be? I think this is a real 50-50.
No reversal with the punish. He tried to press and was denied. Alex Myers with a continuous offense. And there's the great decisions, right? You know, there was a few spotty ones we saw, you know, obviously with the reversal at the wrong time. But with that CA right there, setting him up for success, and then previously before, the spacing that he has with his buttons, where he'll throw out a button and it's blocked, and he'll just go for the crush counter right after, just got, you know, Matoha just off his game. So Alex Myers moving on to winner's side. I saw someone say Myers win a CPT. It could happen.
It certainly could.
I'm not gonna, yeah, it could definitely happen, right? So I wouldn't be surprised.
One thing I'd like to touch on about that last match that was really strong, especially in that last sequence that Myers took, when he finally landed that stand fierce into the V-trigger activation into the super, he had really shied away from using stand fierce for probably the better part of like a round, maybe 2 rounds. And kind of, you know, with a button that strong, it's especially with a character like Chun-Li, it's really easy to kind of go to it on autopilot and abuse it to the point that your opponent knows the ranges, right?
Yeah.
And so he had shied away from it enough that probably made Matoha feel like, oh, he's not even worrying about that button anymore. He pulled it out right in the last second at the clutch, and that's what won him the game. That was really good awareness from Myers and a good strategy. Yeah,
I mean that's a top layer right there. That's not the CFN dogs that you see in the diamonds. That's not that. All right, that's a top level stuff. That's gonna put Myers further in the winner's side. I'm sure he's hunting for them points. You know, trying to get to that grand finals, that'd be great. But we're hunting for more matches, and we found some. They're in the bushes, and we've got something in the Congo, baby. Yo, you know I'm excited for this one because it's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be Honda. Every time Honda come up on the screen like this, I am just.
Dude, yeah, I get kind of hype. This is the first time I've ever, outside of Super Street Fighter 4 Mike Ross, this is about the only time I've ever been hyped for Honda.
that's you know. Everyone hates this character. You know, I get it. I understand why. I hate him too. But if I'm watching someone else
Right?
fight Honda, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. If I see him on the screen, I'm like, great, just take my points, bro. But
Right.
when I see someone else get pieced up, and Prototype's been running this character for a while, I think it's great that I've seen a lot of Alex players kind of switch this character. It's like you have an improved version of Alex in so many aspects. Pressure, you know, your command grab game isn't as strong, but the throw pressure is really good. You got these great dashes, and you get to lay the hands on the man or woman. That's the thing. This is gonna be difficult for Mira, but at the same time, she can get in and start her game plan. Like right now, they could be looking.
Oh man, and here's how it starts. Put in the blender already. Honda doesn't have a 3-frame jab, so you know he does have to guess a little more compared to other characters on Wake Up. But you know the name of the game is going to be getting these random hits in neutral just like this, whether it's hands or comes with the headbutt, and then you know getting what chip damage you can.
Absolutely. Takes down the corner, overhead connects. Try to get the throw down into Queenie though, and now you're in trouble because the trigger on the deck. Speaking of red, you're about to be seeing red here. You better get out of this corner. Hands, the reversal, I like that. Throughout the fireball, but the armor on the headbutt goes right through. Listen, Mustopheles. This is what I'm talking about, dog.
Dude, that damage was unreal, and that's such a strong option from Honda, right? You know, you have this moment where you're worried about a jump in at the last second just like that, but you don't have to charge. You just press the B trigger button and you get the headbutt and all that damage.
Yeah, let's try to catch your pressing buttons. Now, you're pushed to the corner. And you see these little checks right here, the light, the headbutt, it's just like an annoyance, but also damage. When you get the hand, when you try to do something, an EX butt slam. The skid mark through the sky. Oh my gosh, do it for the stun.
What a throw tech from Mira. She's fighting to make this comeback. I like it. Good command grab. Oh no. Oh man, this is how we do. What a block.
What a real reversal too. Great defense from Prototype.
Yes, seriously.
Back to square one. Trade, you'll take that any day of the week.
Man, I feel like I can feel the tension and focus on his side. Like in that situation right there, against a fully stocked Laura and a Laura of Mira's caliber, it would be so easy to fall apart even if you do have that life lead. 2 or 3 sequences and you're done. It just melts away like butter. That's what she's known for. But to have that kind of composure and poised defense in that moment is super impressive. That's why Prototype's sitting in the top 8 winner side.
I mean, we can talk, you know, smack about Honda all day, but at the same time, this character does require some defense at the higher levels when you're fighting stronger players like this. So now I'm here swinging the offense to Prototype, but deny back to mid-screen. Dash up, throw, break the back.
I like the hands for the wake-up pressure. Get the good chip damage, get a little pushback. You're not going to be close after that, but that's okay. Okay, Mira gets the command right. And again, we see that check with the crouch light from Prototype. That's super important to establish against Laura. Can't let her get away with pressure.
Right, it's like a good anti-dash kind of pressure tool, and it just like sets up for other things. But my man getting set up right here in the corner, getting strung up in the corner. Trade doesn't follow up, but Mira, yeah, backing off. I like that. You don't want this continuous pressure on this character. Back off, find your mark, try to get the beat for the activation. No go hands. EX, he's in front, but the hands will come out. EX gonna catch him.
Oh my gosh, they killed!
Not this season. You can't roll actively. You just as you said too, dog. That you see the damage? You see the red?
Seriously, like that does so much in neutral for a butt. It's basically Urian's EX tackle, just maybe better.
In some ways, right? Like, the fact that you can kind of guide it which way you want to, you know, a good bust out option is ridiculous.
Okay, Mira starting here's the Laura Infinite that we all know and hate.
Absolutely, right?
Oh, that was definitely, she knew the reversal was going to come in, but just wasn't quite spaced well enough to actually get the punish, but still, it forces Prototype to be a little bit further away from that comeback back to the future.
I like blowing up that V-reverse option right there. Maybe a lot of great live crush. No big follow-up right here, but somehow hemmed up in the corner. Oh, you're trying to escape, you gotta pay the toll. You gotta pay the toll, you can't just leave it free. You gotta pay the toll, dog.
Yeah, that's a tough situation for Honda. That character does struggle to get out of the corner if he doesn't have meter loaded and ready for EX butt slam.
That's good on Mira to kind of notice that, right? Like, I'm going in. This is the time where I have to go in.
Exactly.
Do it now. Do it now, Gohan.
Just misses with that crouch immediately. That would have been the light punch bolt, but dashes up and gets the command grab anyway. Spacing him out with that crouching leading kick, I really like it.
Yeah, just kind of, denying that. You saw the crouching light kick, and she got the crouching leading kick, and now the EX has to be a reversal, stuck in the corner, and she still got 2 bars to work with. And now that's all gone. We talked about this corner pressure being difficult. We don't got bar. Prototype has to raw headbutt, and it works out. Back to the screen we go, but all it's going to take, oh, I can't believe he pressed. The EX was there, and he still pressed. What a madman, but that's the thing about Street Fighter 5. Take your turn when it's not yours. That's the high-level stuff right there. Activation overhead.
Yes, and this is Mira's chance with that, with that V-trigger dash. It makes it so much more difficult to check Laura's options. So fast, cancel this with the fireball. Prototype doing what he can to get what little damage is available in neutral.
It's working out in dividends. He only needs one more hit to do it, but Mira can still take this back. It's going to be very difficult for her to maneuver and find an opportunity. EX trying to get the chase down the trade again. Prototype taking it.
His recognition of the micro spacing and his ability to not necessarily abuse, but take advantage of the difference in hitbox and hurtbox ratios on some of his normals. He has done that probably 3 times throughout that set, where he won what normally would be disadvantageous fireball situations because of Laura, and ended up taking the round because of it. Man, that he is studied. He knows that matchup.
Yeah, he definitely is not like. I mean, I make fun of a lot of Honda players, right? Everybody does. Everybody makes fun of Honda players. We know, we see all the memes online, but what's great about like how he plays is like, you see, as you said, the spacing, all that stuff is really great. How he knew how to implement those defensive options when he didn't have ball, and kind of still walk her down and still take those trades. A lot of people complain about why would you ever press there. But that's the thing about Street Fighter in all fighting games, really. It's like you don't have to follow their directions, their rules. The onus is on you. If you're not frame tight with it, then it is what it is, right? They're not going to follow your direction. And you saw Prototype kind of take advantage of that, and that person-to-person read is so smart. And that's why he's moving on to winner's side. So if you love Honda, you're going to be seeing some more of it, baby. And I know y'all do. Deep down, y'all love the Honda when you ain't got to play him. Now,
I was just going to say real quick something that you were touching on that I think is super important. Compared to older Street Fighter games, specifically Street Fighter 4, because of the lack of completely invincible meterless DPs in this game, one of the finer nuances that really separates high-level players from even the top end of intermediate and like lower-level players is how you understand the minutia of the defensive situations. That's something you hear Ultra David talk about a lot. One of his favorite parts about this game is understanding the different defensive options, whether it's changing your wake-up timings, whether it's micro-spacing, whether it's extending a hitbox that's going to beat a poorly spaced fireball, right? And so, again, that's just showing how much focus and attention a player like Prototype is putting into this game.
Yeah, that's like far beyond like someone like me. Like me, I can talk about it. I can, see it on the screen, tell you people what's going on, but the play ain't there. But speaking of play, someone who's been playing Ryu for years. People out there can't wait because we ain't seen the vanilla man out in the cut, right? We ain't seen Ryu in the cut. My man's on. He's on the box, and you don't see him in any tournaments. You don't ever see him anywhere, but you see him right here. AM Kid coming through, going against Morty.
Yeah, and I have to guess that this is probably not. I don't really know this matchup, but I'm guessing it's not good for Ryu actually. I feel like it wouldn't be good for him because Fong has a lot of ways to get around fireballs, and he's definitely going to beat him in the zoning game. And then again, if you don't have meter to get him off you, GG unless you're a genius at the matchup. But that's just how I think about it.
I wonder if parry the neutral like at hard distance would help the own bar, EX for the knockdown, things like that. Like right here, continuing this approach and putting on the pressure on this character. Because Ryu can hit like a truck when he gets in. That's just like his biggest problem, right? If he can get in, that's going to be one of the better things. He does have that fast dash side switch though. V reversal. I like him using the bar for this. You don't need trigger. I think in this matchup. EXDP.
I love it.
I'm gonna just say that he meant to do it. We're just gonna say that he meant to do it. And he gets the shimmy throw. AM Kid with a great start.
Yeah, very explosive. There was a little bit of neutral at the start and a couple scramble situations, but it came in bursts of damage, and it ended up taking the round pretty convincingly, I have to admit.
I like that neutral jump, just introducing that in the neutral, right? using that crush arena kick right after the check Morty saying, listen, you're coming through the heads. And that option right there, I was wondering, can he get over the clouds? He got the top two right there. So I wonder if you have to be predictive or not, but he was able to, sniff that out. Putting things like this in motion might be super helpful, but Morty got him caught in the corner, puts him back in there, sit down, you belong in here. You're gonna start paying rent, dog. You think you start paying rent.
Yeah, you're not getting out of there for free. Oh, I love the mix-up. Take advantage of the slip. Oh, and the shimmy to close it out. Caught him reaching, had to teach him.
What a return from what we saw the last round. Literally last round was like, let me throw you. So let me hit you with a double step. It's two because it's Fang, dog. It's in the name. It's in the name.
Oh, but there we see him taking advantage of that really fast dash from Ryu. One of the hardest things to deal with. And busts out with the EX uppercut. Unhand me. I'm not sitting and taking this pressure.
I like it. The damage has accumulated. That's the thing about Fang. It's a death by 1,000 cuts when you put him on the other person, but by you, when you can land the damage, it hurts. He hits like a truck. A lot of people kind of forget that because you don't see the character. Right. You barely ever see him land those hits, and he's got to be able to find it then. But now he's stuck in the corner. Throws out the balls, V-reversal. I like these decisions for V-reversaling, adding the gray life and getting on trying to get out the corner, but you're stuck here.
Okay, this hurts. That poison is still ticking down. He tried to chase him down, but no luck. Just out of range and a good jump in. Bad fireball from AM Kid. That was desperation right there. He just wanted to try and get something to make him block so he could activate V trigger, but no dice. Good turnaround from Morty. Very good.
I like those. You gotta have those reads too, right? We hadn't seen Morty jump a lot, and reading the fireball is like really important when you're fighting shoulders in general. And he finally got a read on that at the very last moment. I love that he did that, but not it's just yet. I feel like it's a momentum battle of can AM Kid stay on the defensive well and apply those hits, or can Morty keep mixing this man? It's a battle of attrition for Morty, but for AM Kid, it's going to be like, do I know how to play? Do I know how to fight this character? Do I know how to deal with it?
Yeah. Do I have the answers in both neutral and the defensive situations to take my turn back and then get my offense started? And like we mentioned, Ryu does have explosive offense. He hits like a truck when he gets the chance.
Stuck in the corner. I don't know. My man's parked right now. V-reversal trying to get the gas going, trying to put the foot on the pedal. EX and get that hard knockdown. This is what I was talking about. Get that knockdown going, but it's not happening. Morty decides to back throw though. Oh,
that double side switch from Morty was so good, but now he's fighting his own way back on the corner. Gets the mid, gets good damage here and gets the mix up.
Trying to fade away, no go. Still gets hit with the balls. Morty with the chase on the hot pursuit. He's looking to finish him off, but that health just draining. It's unfortunate. He reversals the fireball. That's not what you want to do when you're stuck in the corner.
What a throw tech right at the end. Oh, and that far-reaching stand light kick. So good.
Round two. I wonder if that was meant to be an EXDP, though, instead of this fireball. Not
could be, I don't
sure.
know.
But I am sure that Morty is on match point after, we've seen AM Kid kind of take it to the limit. Here's the crush. And you see AM Kid's having more trouble trying to get in, like without losing too much health, right?
Yeah, it really seems that Morty has gotten a really good read on the spacing AM Kid wants to play at, and when he wants to try and press, and as Fong should, he's doing what he can to avoid those moments. But he gets a big crush counter combo just like that, puts him in the corner, gets the reset, and the side switch. That's dirty.
That is disgusting. Those are
another
the
one.
Oh, good punch. But he waited, baited, and evaded that is stunned and done. Morty's gonna take this with a jump in.
So sick.
I cannot believe my man waited. He sat there and stared at him.
He saw that and sniffed that out like a hound dog from 6 miles away. He knew that before AM Kid knew he was gonna do that. That was sick.
Sometimes you see things that are like flights ahead, or you see things that are like stairs ahead, like they're steps ahead of that person, right? They're a few steps ahead. That dude was flights ahead. He was on the top floor the entire time. That was ridiculous, but that just shows you how good Morty is in terms of running his character and creating that frustration. And you saw the frustration come on and hit AM Kid.
And who wouldn't be?
Yeah, I mean, that's a character that's frustrating to fight. But listen, let me hit you guys with an exclamation mark. Match Arena. Make sure you guys are running that Match Arena in the chat. Running them codes. Y'all give some love to the Level Up people. Support them. You know what? I might just do it myself. Y'all are lazy out here. Fighting game players are mad lazy out here. How many of y'all going to training mode lately? I know I didn't. I know I've been playing different games. Maybe I haven't with the training mode myself either. So maybe I'm kind of outing myself. So, but yeah, make sure you guys are running that Match Arena. Run some love, guys, honestly. The code's free. Let's use it up. We're already at $41.
Oh, nice. That's a good jump. That's $30 more than what it was a second ago. Hell yeah. Also, I do want to give love to HyperX. They are helping sponsor a seasonal event for Wednesday Night Fights, giving out a whole bunch of prizes, namely for first place. You'll get the Cloud 2 wireless headset, the oh my gosh, the Alloy Origins, there we go, Alloy Origins keyboard, the Pulsefire Haste gaming mouse, and the Quadcast sRGB mic. All super high-end stuff, super good quality. Some of those things have won design awards because of how they've been engineered. And then if you get 2nd through 4th place throughout this season, which again lasts until the end of December, you're getting a Cloud 2 wireless headset, which again, super great quality. I'm actually wearing the Cloud 1s right now, super comfy.
Ooh.
Great quality, good audio. They make good stuff, and you know that shows they've been sponsoring FGC stuff for the past like 2 or 3 years. They sponsored Daigo, they sponsored Bonchan. It's good stuff. So please continue to support. Show up to these events, show them that you want to, you know, snag their gear and get an early Christmas present.
Yeah, you know, I think you guys should, you know, definitely be, if you have it coming out to Wednesday Night Fights, this is the prime position to do it, right? When there's some stuff on the deck, you know, it's always good to have that macaroni money. Dog, I'm hungry. Macarino money. It's always good to run that macaroni money, macaroni and cheese money, but also, it's also good to get some HyperX quality kind of stuff, right?
Yes,
you know what I'm talking about. Listen, y'all, I'm a little, you know, little famished. Let's just put it that way, okay? Your boy ordered some Sonic, and I have some stuff waiting for me.
Oh.
I was like, yo, hit me with that caramel shake. Bro, he came and he said, oh, I don't know about that. I forgot. Yo, you want to do impressions of us? As long as they're not bad. As long as you keep the PG-13, I don't care, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want as we're going to get into this match. Chris CCH versus Nova Spec.
Another Fong on deck.
Yes, and another Seth. A lot of people love to see it every single event, baby. He's there, coming through in the cut.
Already establishing that that suck into neutral. So important against characters with projectiles. Who tries to space it out, but just out of range for the sweep. Ooh, okay, good counter to conversion.
I like that convert right there. Trying himself outside the screen. Misses the dodge, but still gets out. That's still a net win, right? And you can't be laying down on the job, dog.
It'll be interesting to see if Chris CCH is going to be able to make use of Fong's installed move at all. So the fact that he gets the cloud is interesting.
You saw Chris kind of back off. He was like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. I don't think there's any good combos. But
oh, is he dead? Oh my
not
god.
Just yet. Axe kick to do it for the throw beat. I'm telling you, this character, and when you're a taller character like this, it's going to be more difficult.
Dude, yeah.
Holding that.
I really like even just using the crouching medium punch on the other side. You know, it was meant to be a crosscut DP, but getting the little bit of damage and frame advantage is important too. But just like that, Nova Spec keeping the frame advantage, going up to the throw. Oh, I love it.
There we go.
Yes, coward crouching underneath the heavy kick, spin kick. I love it.
Now putting the throw pressure on, keeping this character in the corner, carefully as kicks. Staying with the pressure again. EX does not connect, my friend. Yes. And then done.
Is going to be able to kill. That was really, really good. It was an interesting choice from both of them, and just unfortunately for Chris CCH, that he teleported right into the balls, and Nova Spec was able to get the conversion.
Nova Spec's like, yo, I get over. Nice. You see him trying to axe kick over that, but he's got the right distance to like bait it out and get a good punish. You see the constant spacing that he's doing away from this character, but you can't stay away for too long. Hoover is on max suck, my friend. Back to mid-screen. Back throw though on the wake up. I like the defensive option right there. Axe kick coming through the clutch, takes his turn back. Nova Spec not obvious just yet, has a fat lead right now.
And Buddy's got to hold. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say y'all need to hold this great party coming through map break. FGC with the 28, y'all coming through on this great Wizard Fight edition. You want to see some Seth versus Fang, dog.
The late cancel on the EX uppercut, getting all that damage, but he eats a jump in. Oh no, Combo wasn't able to eat. This is gonna be close to dead. Oh, he is dead. Damn.
You called it right. You called it right this time, dog. Woo. That was with the extension with the bar.
So much.
It's a job well done.
And the late cancel, it's so much damage. So much damage. You know, we saw good defensive options from Mortzy, or I'm sorry, not Mortzy, Nova Spec, the other Fong. in coward crouching underneath both the spin kick and the axe kick, and handling the axe when he's gonna actually have to block it by standing so he can take his turn back. But Chris CCH was just playing at a better range that he could do stuff like that and get his turn started.
Right, heavy kick, axe kick right here. Pressure off of Morty, just answering back, and this is one of those things where the death by 1,000 cuts kind of adds up a little bit more when you're fighting a character like Seth. That low health and the poison on the deck, you see how much damage has come through, and now this should be stunned. It's done. No respect getting around the board, but we've seen before, right? How many times have we seen this before? We've seen where he gets like a round, and then Chris is like, wait a minute, what if I turn it up with the V trigger? And no, there'll be no fart noises here, people. We're trying to stay professional, okay? All right. Ooh.
Gets the buffer into the EX spin kick, throws him in the corner, hold this -1. Swinging back and just gets clipped with the heavy hand. Oh, I love it, calling out the float. Not many characters have an immediate answer for that, but the stand roundhouse from Seth is high enough.
Jumping right here. Good call up. Cannot be doing that for free. My man again trying to set him up. Chris is push up. Here we go. V trigger. What is the response? You cannot do a reverse like that. Chris has got the young man reaction to call you every single time.
Oh my god.
Outside the skies. Axe kick. Needs to connect. That could have been it right there. And now Nova's doing there was a gap. Oh my god, there was a gap.
You hate to see it for Nova Spec. That's such a tough draw. How are you going to remain composed after that?
How was there a, I did not know there was a gap right there. I thought it was going to all connect. But, yo, Chris CCH is one away, and he'll take that.
Okay, yeah, Chris CCH right now, he has the right reads on the fake block strings from Fong. And to fighting this character is what you have to do, because there's a lot of stuff that looks real, but it's not. And Chris CCH is just having all that play out in his favor, and it is showing off in spades.
Yo, the Ryuda, or whatever it's called, comes down the crunch, dog. The poison cloud, okay? I don't blame these names just yet. Side switch, waits, base with the view reversal coming through from Chris, because he's on so much of a lead right now. He can spin the view reversal, stay off this pressure.
Now, are we going to see a reaction super from Chris CCH? I've seen it before. He can do it.
Yeah, but we don't need to see reaction if he links into that four-piece family meal. Hold the fries and hold this here. I'm gonna see you at the tournament. Chris CCH 2-0 over Nova Spec.
Quick work. And that's, I have to feel that's not a good matchup for Fong. Even if you do have answers to some of Seth's most oppressive options, whether it's spin kick and neutral or the axe kick, like all it takes is one hit, and that character has such a heavy momentum based train of offense, and Fong is just like, what is he gonna do? He's just gonna hold it.
Morty says it's terrible, but so many drops.
Yeah,
dog, but it's good to see you in top 8, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
And also, V-Skill 2 set this free. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is most people aren't using V-Skill 2 anymore. They're all using V-Skill 1. They saw the power from Angry Bird and other people in SFL and stuff like that, and they understand where the sauce is, not the juice. The sauce is the good stuff. The sauce will always be in your fridge. The juice is just there for a little bit, right? But the sauce is there forever. You go in your fridge right now, you find some sauce. I guarantee it. You won't find no juice because that juice lasts a day, but the sauce is there forever. And what's also forever here is this great Wednesday Night Fights action every single Wednesday. If you didn't join up this week, make sure you join up next week. Get those points. We have that HyperX seasonal thing going on because you guys are coming through, getting those points, and showing some love in the match arena as well. Getting that money too as well if you participate, man.
Yes.
Don't let this go to waste. Don't only find out I gotta travel all the way to the West Coast, dog. If it happens like this, do I need to relocate? Do I need to bring the bison into play? Do I need to bring my bison out? If y'all gonna be out here lacking and slacking, don't let me get off the mic, dog. Get on the sticks. That's all I'm saying. If y'all ain't gonna come out here, what you guys should be doing, I'm gonna take everything. I'm gonna take it all. I'm gonna take your car keys.
Scoop it up.
I'm gonna take your wife, your dog, everything, dog. I'm gonna take it all. But I'm also gonna take you to some great Street Fighter 5 action as we move on in this bracket. Hey, look, I can be a little free now. I'm off the CPT right now. I don't have any more. I'm done for the season.
The
Everybody
chains
else
are
will take
off.
care of the rest. I'm unleashed. I'm unleashed. Until next season, we'll see.
Yeah.
I do like though seeing all the great stuff that we have in the local scene, like no cap, whatever the kids say. I love seeing the variety of local scenes. That's one of the great things that the CBT also gave us, but it's also good to see like a weekly kind of thing, like some weekly storylines. Like right now, we're going to have Mira, who is, I believe she took Queens of the Quarantine last week.
Yes.
She did?
Or
Okay.
actually, oh no, I'm sorry. Now, if I remember correctly, she actually had to DQ herself because of family situation. I don't think it was anything serious. I think her sister just needed help with something, if I'm remembering correctly. But she did make grand finals, but then DQ'd. Anyways.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Well,
super strong player, as we all know.
Yes, but she's won a couple of those, and she's definitely. I believe she's actually one of the ones that fights her more than one, probably. But
Yeah.
What's her getting top 8 is so constant. To see her try to work towards and strive towards that final spot on the back every single time, every single week is something so great. But listen, Morrissey, stand her way with that stun and trying to get it done with this jumping. It's still enough.
No, it's not going to be enough.
Reset time.
Reset. I actually didn't know which side that was on. That was tricky. That was the dirty side. And coming from Fong, not coming from Laura there. You'll love to see it.
The mix is a little bit more purple, right? You got a little purple to it. But that's the thing is, like, this character can definitely do it. It's not as potent as Laura's. You gotta put a little bit more shots in it.
Yeah, it's
it's
not
Miri or not Miri? Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
So it was Miri that won that one.
Oh, yo, that was... Oh my god, that was about to be the sickest combo ever. But here's how it starts. Mira getting the offense going, goes for another TP that I like. Show the option.
EX right through the car, can't do that for free, my friend. I love that. But the wake up mash goes to the right leg, checking the dash back. It seems a little bit more with the poise that'll definitely help out.
Right now, just spacing out these fireballs from Laura, and that's what you have to do, right? Unless you have an option that can go through it, or you can react from the right range and sweep it, you have to space them out so that you don't have to hold it. And
the double sweep?
I love it. That was like the Street Fighter 2 classic.
Dog, he had B-Trigger, that's fine. But at the same time, that's sick. For some reason, you just said it. This is Street Fighter 2. Like back in the day, people used to use those sweeps a lot more. I feel like this season, even without B-Trigger, people are just throwing out sweeps. Like just raw. They're just like, you know what? Forget it. I want to use this button. I feel like using this button right now.
Round one. Let me get that young crush counter.
Right.
Throwing out the poison, getting the chip damage started early. Ticking down, spacing out the bolt. I love it. Getting the little bit of damage and then getting the shimmy just like that. But Laura can rally back. It doesn't take much from her.
It really doesn't, especially against a character that cannot, find her way out of that pressure. But right now it's all Morrissey all day. But here we go.
Oh man,
it's Laura time. She can stick on him.
And yes, and that's the tough draw, right? It's like Morton's been putting in so much effort. He even called out the jump in, but even this, I fear for the comeback. Mira is trying to get the way in and get the activate spray up the stand thing. No reset. Oh, and he eats the jump in. It is one mix-up away.
And he's dead.
Look at that.
You want to know how to do an infinite? Right kick, right punch, Laura, B-Trigger activate.
Oh, man.
Done.
Mortsy has to be able to, stay calm and run his game plan, but that's so tough to do coming off a loss like that. He had the round one, and that does happen with Laura. I like the escape there, but just has to try and rally back.
To use bar like that is kind of unfortunate because, you might want to use it for other things, but at the same time, you got to stay alive now. Mortsy able to switch the position in terms of momentum and put Mira back in the corner. Be reversal though, I like that. Get him off. You don't need to be put in here. You got to figure out a way. There's some great life too. It's going to make this next hit her crush follow up. That eliminated that 10% scaling right there. I love that. Things like that just work out in your favor. But too far out, maybe for a punish right there in the sweep.
Mira backing off, throwing off the EX. Oh, and I really like the answer for the enhanced cloud from Fong. Get rid of that fireball. Oh man, but here it's gotta block this out. This is so tough. What a throw tech.
The throw tech to stay alive, the will to stay alive. But for how long? Look at it. She's like, I only need a little bit to do it right now. And I like this kind of game plan. You have to go to him. You got to go to Mira right now at this point. And Mortsy, the onus is on him to go to Mira right now.
Yes.
You can't do anything at this point. The float, look at him desperately trying to swing, but it ain't going to happen like that because Mira just got one hit. Reversal, she's 20 to go.
Yes.
You're crouching me to kick for the finish. That is mental strain right there, too.
That's what I was just going to say.
Knew you were going to lose that round, dog. It's still like, damn, I spent all that mental stress right there.
Yeah, right, because it's like you don't, nobody wants to just give up. So you're still trying, you still, even if you understand that you are most likely going to lose this from a statistical standpoint, you never exactly give up. It's still just trying like that and having, like we clearly saw, a little bit of toying, a little bit of trolling there that is exhausting.
That's one of those where it's like, dang, you spell the energy and almost for nothing, but at the same time, like you really don't want to give up. Even in this game,
right.
no matter what character that you have, we're 1-1 right now. Let's see what Morty's got to put Nero down. I like the chase down right there, constant pursuit, and you see him just kind of ticking away. I like the back off too because he sees that EX bar and the close trigger. Now it's activating EX. I like that screen freeze to get to the balls.
Morty has to be cautious. This is such a tough situation to be in, and he can't punish just out of range, holding the charge fireball, and he gets caught. Only a couple more away, and you're gonna take this another robbery round that Laura is known for.
I mean, I'm trying to see what's in the pocket right there. And I like that. That approach right here. Here we go. B-Trigger's off the table. Got him in the corner. Morty with the back throw. He's got Trigger on deck too to make these big saves and button saves. Courage. Follow up balls. Stays in front. She knows that, but she didn't know about creasing up the shoes. The low. Morty though taking it. One away. Away. We're taking on Mira.
Yeah, from being in winner's side grand final. Or no, I'm sorry. Loser's side semifinal. Pardon me. Getting a little too high.
He's got a lot to do. He's got a lot of work to do. See, no respect in there. No respect in the chat being like, bro, you can do this. He's putting his fang fingers up in the air, giving him energy to complete this. But Laura's never out of it, just as you said before, right? I like the escape out of the corner. EX stays in front, good blocks. Universal chase down for great blocks. Had enough time to just be able to block up, hands up.
And good awareness from Morty there to punish. I knew that wasn't a safe bolt situation. That was misconfirmed from Mira. And now he's backing off, opting to just throw out some poison, get the little bit of take damage.
I'm very scared for either player right
terrifying.
now.
Terrifying.
You're never out of it. When V-Trigger is activated, it's like, this could be over for Morty. Even without bar, it's still difficult.
Oh, that's the thing, right? She doesn't even need bar. Like, obviously it helps, but she gets so much out of V-Trigger, and she's still not out of it. Okay, and just gets clipped. Yep, clipped trying to walk back. That was tough for Morty. I have to imagine, even if he won that, he is sweating right now. He has to get his Lipton's iced tea, cool himself down, turn the fan on.
He's like, oh. But this is also the thing is like, where, like, you saw her kind of throw out the bolts to try to pull up the amount of meter to pull that further up to try to get that going, and it just didn't work out. So that'll be Morty moving on. More Fang action for you guys. Thought it was all going to be top tiers out here. It ain't like that. But what's like that is the 4466 on the deck in terms of the match arena. People, make sure you guys are using that promo code WNF34 SFE for that free 50 cent donation. I don't know why I said 60. Probably because I saw the 66. But what I do see is a sponsor quest on the right hand side, but you guys are doing those as well. Running that match arena. You got some change went their way too. That's going to make this action even hotter. It's been a lot of great weeks with a lot of people donating and submitting a lot of the funds or the codes and stuff like that. That's actually, I feel, it makes people play a little bit harder because they're like, oh dang, that's Uber Eats plus money right there. That's some Uber Eats. I can go to Grubhub now with that. I'll pay the delivery fee. I'll pay that. Dog, you know what? I went to Grubhub today and I was like, I'm gonna get some sushi. I'm gonna treat myself. I've done a good job this year. I deserve it, right? Hit the checkout. They only added a $25 extra service fee or something like that. I'm like,
dog.
Excellent.
Screw that.
Let me. I'll make money. I'll catch something out here.
You got Grubhub money?
Go to the river.
That's
I ain't got money
absurd.
like that, dog. That's long money. I ain't got money like that. What I do got is some more action for Matoha versus Chrissy CH going with the Sakura finish. I like
another loser side match. This is winner goes on, loser stays or goes home. Excuse me. Winner stays on, loser goes home. Oh, and man, I have to feel like this is definitely a tough matchup for Balrog. Like that incredible walk speed from Sakura combined with the tricky fireball timings, and on top of that crouching medium kick that is deceptively long, and the stand light kick just has all these options to deal with how Balrog wants to try and play neutral.
Yeah, the light kicks especially. When you do a bad dash punch, you're gonna get wrecked. Right now, I'm getting wrecked right now. I like this anti-air though. Still can make a comeback. Matoha has V-Trigger and could make a big comeback. He has to find the hit to do it. But all is happening.
Okay, this is
under pressure, but here we go.
Take him to the other corner, coast to coast, make him guess. Keep the pressure going. Ooh, I love it. I love it. He had to worry about getting his toes clipped. He had to worry about maybe the overhead from that range. Just walk up and throw him. Nice and easy.
The stuff right there. That's the setup right there. EX in.
Okay,
Heavy
yeah.
punch. And you see, like, Chris CH kind of introducing that crouching media kick as you were talking about in this match already.
Good conversion off the crush counter into the B skill 2 roll. Another one. Oh, I like it. Dash up throw. Get the reset and the extra stun. Swing with the crouching medium punch. Also deceptively good range.
Yeah, but here we go. Matoha's in there, gets the EX. That push. Harsh fireball. B skilled right through Matoha with the reaction. So the hands back had something more. Not introducing that in the general, but here we go. Trigger time. This is where the damage really counts for this character.
Oh man, and what a jump in, right? Not quite dead, but this is gonna hurt. He gets the hard knockdown. Oh, not hard knockdown. Okay, swing is low. Good defense from Chris CCH.
I feel like if he can save this bar, conserve it, he might be able to make this comeback. Matoha needs to have this comeback, but Chris CCH just needs that final hit. This is not anybody's game right now.
Oh,
but the standing heavy kick though?
Good. Or yeah, stand heavy kick.
Standing medium, my bad.
Or was
yeah,
I?
No, it's standing heavy kick. That's standing heavy kick.
Yeah, because she swung all the way around, yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to tell with this character's animations. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
It was good. Matoha definitely had a chance. If he could have landed the right hit in neutral, that big damage from Balrog's super would have closed it out against a low health character like Sakura, but Chris CCH played it slow and steady and closed it out with a poke.
What you gotta do is kind of pace yourself. You don't need to pick up a ton of plates at the buffet. You know, take one at a time. Especially if it's a big, numbering damaging character like this. Tatsu roll the neutral, though Matoha with the wake up mash. That's what's for breakfast. Chris CCH in the corner with the buffer up the right again.
And that was even on hit too. He got clipped, but knew that the situation wasn't plus enough that Matoha could swing for free. It was really good awareness from Chris CCH. Good. Oh, no punish. Maybe CFN's eating some inputs.
It could be.
Oh, he gets caught.
Confirm. Chris CCH was a young man. Just disregard for neutral dog. Only dash up and get to the confirm. Get things going.
And this is, he risked it all, but no punish. Blocks the overhead. Forward throw. No dash. And what's it gonna be? Block. Throw the fireball. Jump in. Anti-air. Doesn't fall for it. He's dead. Gonna have to live. That's alright.
Yeah, you get it done. Just get it done. We've been seeing a lot of the comebacks, or Chris CCH will be able to swing things back. So get it done. Just get it done. Spin the bar. Spend the money to make the money, right? You gotta be able to do that kind of thing.
Oh my gosh.
For Chris CCH, but doesn't get the full combo. Not getting the full conversion off the medium also too right there off the counter.
Yeah.
And Chris CCH is backing off. He's like, wait a minute, hold on. Some things are getting a little dicey here, dog.
Yeah, a little dicey. That's the counter hit conversion though. Off of the stand medium. Swinging with that elbow. And Matoha fires back, gets the EX into the B skill target. Oh wow, that was, oh my gosh, what a conversion off the charged fireball. What a juggle.
EX activation. Now the plus frames are going to happen. You try the B skill, denied. Chris CCH is peppering these shots. I get the cross up. Matoha wish he had one. Anti-air though, you're stuck in the corner. Matoha can still make this happen. He's got to find the conversion. This is a big start right here. But actually, just yet.
Yep. He's looking for a safe way to activate and blocks the overhead, and that's okay. And here's the throw. Another one.
Another one. Nap time.
Yeah,
Nap time.
That's such a tough situation against Balrog, because that character, after a forward throw anywhere, not even necessarily just in the corner, that character is 0 after a dash. So that's a real mix-up. You have to guess between trading with a 3-frame if you have it, or getting thrown again. And he just casually walked up, threatening with a meaty. That's why he got thrown like that. That's real tough to do. Good reaction from Matoha.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing. Dash up, just a conversion right here. DP Ender from Chris CCH gets that throw as well. We might be seeing another stuck in the other side of the screen. Matoha trying to fight his way out. He's like, I don't want to be here. I saw what happened last time. I kind of see a rerun. Beast go right to the fireball. Matoha checking while he walks back too. I like that.
Matoha constantly representing what you need to as a Balrog player against Shotas, so you're able to react to those fireballs. Take advantage of that. He's dead. Take advantage of that skill set.
Yo, that shimmy was.
Yeah, it was really good.
Again, as we said before, using that crouching leading kick to kind of like introduce that in a matchup we haven't seen it too much, but let's look at activation. Nice to put that in his toolkit right there, pecking away. Don't confirm just yet, but just putting in the mind of Matoha, like, I will do this, and you will get hit with it.
And again, combined with that great walk speed, it's such a dangerous threat for Sakura. And that was a great buffer on the down medium front from Chris CCH, but Mateoha buffers back with the stand jab and EX, pushes back to mid corner, jumps in for free, no aim. Swing with the
I like that interrupt right there. He saw the video come out. He's like, hey, thank you for that. He's doing it for free. Mateoha can activate, but you gotta be doing it soon because Chris CCH is on a lot of bar and can get this job done. If he finds those final hits, you gotta be super careful with Mateoha here. Oh no, you stuck yourself in the corner. Oh no.
Yeah, this is real hard against Sakura. She thrives, as most characters do, but especially when your opponent is in the corner, has such a strong corner game. Calls him out with the dash. Okay, has to activate that. Has to try and make something happen against a fully stocked Sakura. And this is gonna. Oh, no conversion. That has happened a few times, Chris CCH. He's close to being able to chip out.
Yeah, he just needs a few more hits, right? Or just a good sequence, or one smooth hit, like a good light buffer. And, you know, Chris CCH definitely has young man reactions. He's trying to find it. The throw, though, will close it out. The threat of super was too much for Mateoha to deal with. And when you have someone fully stocked like that, it's not going to be the gun. It's the knife that's in their pocket, right? It's not the gun that shoots you. It's the knife that's going to get you. Dang, dog. I can't believe that. The setup. That's the danger of like having so much like, you know, power in the hands. It's like you worry about their other options. You're like, damn, what do I do?
That is another telltale sign of a very strong player is using the threat of something to control neutral, to control their defense, to control their offense. You use the threat of what you have without even using it to make them play the way you want them to.
That's good stuff. That's really good stuff. So you're seeing more Street Fighter 5 action on the way, people. Make sure you guys are looking at the brackets, checking out HyperX as well. They're sponsoring this tournament season, at least. As you guys are seeing here, first place winner gets the Cloud 2 wireless, the Ally Origins keyboard, that Pulse Fire Haste, and the Quadcast sRGB. And then second and third and fourth, we're getting Cloud 2 wireless. So make sure you guys are coming through the bracket, coming through correct. I ain't trying to see nobody lacking or slacking out here. Get some real prizes. This is going on till the end of December the 30th, which you guys are coming through heavy and hot for it. That's 2 months of it. That's gonna be 2 months of Great Street Fighter 5 action and 2 months of chances to get points. We know that you know, people like Pink are out right now. Samurai are all busy right now. They can take like a week off or two. If they come back and get a few grand finals, y'all gotta be working heavy too. So it's gonna be super great. You know, to see people, you know, getting these points and stuff like that. More, see, I see you already got. Did you get some points? Not yet, I don't think. Right? I think
I'm not
top
sure.
8 gets points.
Top 8 does get points, but top four are the only ones who get prizes.
Yes, yeah, but I mean like points wise in general. But yeah, I see. So yeah, Morty get points, dog. Get out of here, Morty. You got some points. You Fang players downplaying your character, and you sitting out here getting points and stuff. So make sure you guys sit out here and check the link that you know, Vi's put in the chat, dog. Make sure you guys are hitting that up and give them some love to HyperX. Ranking points are there. Yeah,
show them.
That's nice.
Show HyperX that we appreciate the support that they are so steadfast in with the FTC. Have been for years, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. They are the homies. Coming up, we have winner's side finals. Alex Myers versus Prototype. Prototype showing off that Honda, showing off his defensive skills. He's really aware, and it's making all the difference with this character that has relatively slow buttons. How's he gonna fare against Chun?
I just want to say it's really nice of him to say good luck to Myers and to whip out the Honda.
Thoughtful.
Like, how thoughtful, and you bring in the Honda like that, right? But you know, this is a matchup where I feel like, you know, Chun can do pretty well, right? The conversions, the knockdowns are going to be really constant, and the legs are going to be eating through the armor. So Prototype, the defensive options are looking a little bit less. You got to really choosing what you do, trying to work his way out of the corner, but the constant pressure, you know, the skip out to the skies, gets out.
Yeah, gets hit with some hands. That does good damage. Chun doesn't have the most life, so she's gonna have to worry about the chip damage or the, you know, just getting hit randomly and neutral on strong special moves just like that. There's more hands, and put him back in the corner.
Yeah, I like the ability just that you can put yourself on the other side. There's a blood activation from Myers. It's a knockdown, trying to get the follow-up. Prototype though, just ducking, but Myers still pushing to the corner, even on block, the legs pushing him back and forth, right? Pushing for Myers. He's like, I wish you mess up. I wish you would.
This is gonna be death.
That is not punished.
That is, I think that was, I don't know if that was medium kick or heavy kick, spinning bird kick, but that move is really weird to punish on whip. and it's not as punishable as you might think. Myers trying to close it out. No punish. Stays in front and the EX SBK on reaction. Smart stuff. He saved it right for the end when he needed it.
At 9 seconds, and yo, that's still a risk because if you see the flash, you could be injured, right? Like,
yeah.
It could be like, you know, but to see that come from the skies and react to, that's good stuff. It's like taking on the offense this time around. So Air Legs gets denied, grounded. It's COVID. Don't traveling anywhere just yet. Little punish right there, not the biggest, but prototype shooting. Alex Myers in the corner, but he finds himself in the corner. So like, real interaction, if butt slam, we out of there. Don't gotta think about it too hard.
Throw her back in the corner. Keep your pressure going. Gotta hold this offense. I love the whiff punish on this sweep. He was just looking for an activation point. Gets the medium punch. Okay, dash up, throw pressure. Doesn't get the conversion off the counter hit. Block it out. That's good B reversal.
Yeah, he's content with doing that, right? Because he's got all his lead, like, why not? Like, just play around. It's all good right now. And it's Honda, this is where you want to be. Trying to get the stop sign, anti-air go. Alex Myers trying to open it up. There is no more meter in terms of feature from Myers, but he does have super. I don't think he's going to kill. A back throw, not enough to do it. I thought it was going to kill. I swear to God.
Ooh, I like it. You know, that could have been not a great situation for Prototype had that been blocked. That could have been super on punish. But he was willing to take that risk. I like it. Present the option. Make him think about it.
Sometimes he's got to do that, right? He's got to put it in front of their face. Like, hey, this will be a thing you got to worry about. Prototype. And this is the first thing, right? People, so it's going to be a lot of games, a lot of back and forth. Not a big punish, but then again, it's good that, you know, Myers is on top of it in terms of blocking. Colin coming in, close the door in front of his face, but Myers with the return, not finding the switch that he needs, though.
You know, I feel like Myers would know. He is a player that spends a lot of time in the lab, but I have to wonder why on some of these blocked headbutts he's not opting for EX legs to. I don't think it punishes. It might be a little too far, but to at least take his turn back. But he would know better than I would.
Yeah, maybe it's just too risky. Or maybe not EX legs. I'm sorry. Maybe not too risky, but just maybe a resource that he doesn't want to spend.
Yeah,
he's not 100% sure, and he wants to maybe go into super at some point, or like EX Fireball. You can't shimmy this man today.
He shimmied himself.
Yeah, he's like, he put him right in a loving arms of Honda. That's ridiculous.
Those big, strong sumo arms.
That's a with legs right there. No big deal though.
Now
air, no problem.
Prototype has V-trigger and cancel, and he's I think he maybe. Oh, he just gets the back. I thought he might have been able to kill with the right combo into super, but he takes it anyways. Didn't have to spend all his resources.
Wins. I think in some of the situations we've seen like before where people aren't 100% sure something is gonna kill. It's like, you know, in the lab you're like, man, this is definitely gonna kill. But like when you're in the heat of battle, you kind of second guess yourself.
Of
so
course.
You go for a cancel, or maybe it was just a mistake. Either way, you know, being in a situation where you better save than sorry because you don't want the comeback factor to happen. Right. I kind of like that from Prototype.
Yeah, you know, that's its own skill set, right? Like going for plan B if you don't think plan A is going to work. That is a developed skill set. So again, good awareness and adept knowledge check from him.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you plan to do. If it didn't, you know, we take those, right?
Right.
It's a throw right here, Prototype. I like the neutral jump from Alex Myers now. Oh no! Did not work. Backdash from Prototype to stay alive, wait for the throw, and that was unfortunate. But not big punish though. So you'll take those moments, right? Like you put in your memory bank and say, "I messed up. No big deal. Move on."
That was a really, really good option from Prototype. Using the air mobility of the jump heavy punch to get over and make him V reversal and then tick throw him on reaction out of it. Trying to fight his way out of the corner as Alex Myers. Using that stand medium punch, a lot of active training. Making him use the V reversal, I like it. Get rid of his comeback factor.
I mean, that's good. Oh, there was no punish right there. It's just the fear of this character. Headbutt anti-air comes to me in the clutch. One more hit to do it. Check from Myers and the check again. Yeah, and that's the thing is you can't check my man if you don't got the cash to play with right here. Prototype up just one more for that game point. EX in the neutral. I'm done playing neutral.
Yeah. Use your armored move to get through it, right? Not deal with any buttons, not deal with any projectile. I like it. Oh, gets caught out of the startup of the EX headbutt. Myers pushing in the corner. Another shimmy. He's gotten into that twice. Good damage. Gets the Oki. What's it gonna be? He doesn't fall for the shimmy that time. He tried again. He got a little too greedy.
The reversal, get the stun. I like that. Get the stun off and put this character in the corner, making me a little bit of gray lock. Still, Prototype is the one bleeding right here.
Oh man, the damage.
Connected? I can't believe this.
He was out of range though to get the stand light kick headbutt follow up. Or maybe it's a crouch light kick. No punish. Now, Myers has to be aware if he blocks a headbutt, he can punish the super. He's gonna kill.
Let's see if he knows that which headbutt that he's blocking down. Listening for it, I like that anti-air kick right there. Falls to the fireball.
Nice.
Activation. Are we going to break the guard? Not just yet.
Look at him buffering.
Oh, he reversals.
He's playing it safe.
Yeah, and you see him, he's like, I could, if you jump in on EX, spinning bird. If you do anything right, I can catch you. I can dash, punch, and kick. Or I'll just stomp on your face.
Man.
Or I will dash up, stomp on your face. Final round.
That was Shades of Season 1 MOV. I haven't seen that phase-in type of offense in a minute. Just dash up instant overhead and close the round out. Good stuff. I love the range that Alex Myers is playing at consistently. He's found the range where he can harass both with forward medium punch. Again, a lot of active frames, good long reach button. And then, you know, when he's making them hesitate, he can use that towards roundhouse to get the plus frames.
Absolutely, but now it's all prototype right here with an immaculate space and everything. Big blocks, B reversal denies the plus lane, gets a throw, one more hit to do it. The X-Bird, no big deal though, you are leading in health and damage. And you can back throw again into his loving arms. Prototype is one away from Grand Finals with that Honda.
Yeah, you know, he has to be feeling pretty good that there's no pink in his path to stop him this week. And to put on this kind of show with Honda is honestly impressive. And watching his matches so far tonight, I really think what's making the big difference is his defensive game. He has, and that probably comes from playing Alex for so long, right? A character that's like very obviously lacks strong defensive options. You have to, if you're gonna play that character at a high level, you have to understand how to mitigate pressure and offense, and that's showing in how he plays Honda.
Oh, I like that. The button ready for the light right there. Gotta be careful about coming in, especially the spacing with this character. The jump not working out. EX and his punishes a little bit, but not just too far, right? You gotta know your punishes at certain spaces, even against the EX headbutt right there. You saw the fireball didn't get the follow-up. Unfortunate for Myers.
Yeah. Holds that headbutt there, but gets the buffer off the crouch medium kick into the heavy kick legs. Another throw. Backs off a little bit. He's gonna just opt to go for fireballs here. But now he's got to be careful because one wrong fireball, one wrong, just like that, you get.
Oh, you called it. There's a big follow-up right here through all the bar, all over the corner. EX, wake up. Myers gotta be super careful. I like the fade away. Is this enough? Yes, it is.
That backdash, he knew. And honestly, I had the retweet. I was like, I feel like Prototype's gonna go for the EX command grab here, and Myers was on the same wavelength backdash and had the right punish.
Did Myers take off the jacket? Did he use the costume code? He's like, wait a minute, now I'm feeling myself. It's not over.
Dang,
it's not over.
And Andy's rocking the Game of Death Chun-Li, the black and yellow. I love it.
Costume sick. My man's getting messed up there because it's a sick play right here by Prototype. I like how you said that after you did the break right there. Alright, I like the lockdown with the fireball. I like how I also kind of introduced the fireball, but at the same time, Prototype's been holding on to a lot of meter to blow through those things. Yeah, careful, corrupt, and the move roll. EX, check the red. Check the red. Activation? Nah, son.
He's cashing it all in.
I gotta try to catch the backdash too. Now with Alex Myers trying to play that meter. CA, that's a lot of damage. I don't think it's gonna kill. That's a big boy. Taking a lot of fast right there. But that's good Oki situation, right?
Yes.
With the setup. Oh, the bait. Easy bait oven, baby.
Okay.
Easy bait oven.
Now this is how Myers gets the comeback. That was even though that last round he was low on life, he was able to make a very confident comeback, and this is how you get your momentum back on your side and get this 3-0 reverse sweep. I want to see if he can do it. Prototype has remained calm, collected, very very steadfast in how he wants to play, and I think he can stay that way, but he has to be weary of Myers' confidence.
Yeah, that's one thing that we've seen Myers kind of introduce, like ways of dealing with the like the throw pressure and stuff like that, kind of backdashes, but back like that will not get you far. I like that back fears the third strike anti-air with the medium there, and Myers starting to use the tools neutral-wise in terms of like the buttons. Anti-air this character, this will have the offense.
Yeah. Takes his turn back. I like it. Walk forward, get the throw. And he didn't have a V skill charge, so he wasn't able to get the hands off of that crouching fierce, but that's okay. It's a good chunk of damage. Myers is answering back, firing back, put him back in the corner and throwing him. Using fireballs.
at a closer range, like you're not gonna react to it. You know, headbutt's
Yeah.
gonna be a big risk. You know, so I like him kind of fading in and outside that range to do it. But now Prototype with the V trigger on the deck. There's a lot of bar.
Oh, he's dead.
Damage. Ed up super, not just yet.
No super. What was that? Was that a drop? He blocks it out. Oh, he's dead. Oh, that hurts. I like using that option there in that -2 situation. That is a classic of a grappler, a hallmark of their gameplay.
Now Prototype on match point.
Man, look at the stare down, the tension, and all of the EX to beat the armor. I love it.
He's kept that up the entire time. He was throwing normal fireballs out. Chronicles and an EX Prototype reacted and got pushed in the corner for his trouble. Alex Myers with a really good one. Here's the EX butt slam. Good mark in the sky. Now hands on the man. Activate screen, crouching mini kick, no conversion. Throwing at the fireball. Because even if you do a crouching mini kick convert, you may not get the full conversion, right? Legs might fall out. So he's throwing at the fireball right after just to catch some of the damage. Now by the confirm into the super, not just yet. That's the way. I agree. Now is going to be a super.
Defend it. No need to be stingy. There's no reason. Don't give Honda the opportunity, especially, you know, you're one round away at that point to being knocked into the loser's bracket. Don't even give him a chance.
Yeah.
Chun builds good meter anyways.
She does, especially when she gets in, right? She's got to be in, obviously. She's got to other characters like Guile. But when she gets in, you see the bar build up at the bottom? It's all good.
She already almost got it. That's crazy. Already has another bar back, basically. If you can actually get that counter, or excuse me, the crouch medium kick, confirm into heavy kick, like, you build so much meter.
Like the fierces. I like setting up again. We've seen all before. Throw out the fierces here and there and throw out the other buttons. Set them up for that crush. Not really challenge after some of these headbutts, but still getting the conversions and the knockdowns. This is the power of the character, but the wake up fight. Get the V-trigger activation, put back the mid screen. This is what Prototype needs, but yo, the back in the corner.
Stuff. Oh, but now he's out of V-trigger. Stays in front. Good V reversal. He is one throw away from being dead. Trying to challenge back, takes his turn. Good back roundhouse. Throws it out. Another V reversal. Misses the
tried
stop.
it. Oh no, don't let this be what he's doing, but the wake up of Bari Light. I love that. My man hit the alarm clock and said, I got something for you. And now we at 2-2. Alex Myers versus Prototype. And we've seen a back and forth between whose offense and defense is better. They are not only playing their characters, but playing against the player too as well.
Yes.
We've seen a lot of like Myers maybe missing some of the confirms against the headbutts, but still having answers. So when he's not sure, he'll just go for a cancel and a fireball, right? Just to check, right? And even if he's not fully confirming his crushing leg kicks, he's still getting some damage on the deck. However, Prototype is finding ways to fireballs. Who is going to take it?
Yeah, what adjustment is going to reign supreme in this last game, right? They've both been really analyzing each other and battling back and forth on how they're making changes to adjust their game plan. Who's going to come out on top? Ooh, that stand roundhouse. Ooh, the headbutt. It hurts. She is stunned. Okay, not going to be dead. Doesn't opt to side switch. That's fine. He's going to get good damage off this. Okay, yes. EX,
Oh, Myers, you see that angry shimmy right there? My man had some anger behind it. He definitely had some anger issues behind that one. But put back in the corner, Prototype with a great activation. Nice, the plus frames, the try to stay alive. Myers, again, put back in the corner. The plank and form off the like, don't let this man come back. Do not let this man come back. He has been here, and he will continue to be here, but he does not.
He wasn't ready to punish. Like I said, trying to punish the normal SBK is really hinky sometimes. Prototype wasn't ready, but he gets the throw anyway.
I thought that was over. I thought that was a done deal. My man had it in his hand. But you cannot have drops like that. And obviously, easier said than done. Especially with the finals like this, especially against a kid like Honda, put the pressure on. And now Prototype is again on match point, on game point.
Man, that was a good trade for Prototype. Alex Myers has to be careful here. He's out of V gauge. He can't use V reversals anymore. Now Honda can just harass like this. Keep him in the corner, cage all this chip damage. Make him use another one. That's fine.
You don't have to worry about V-trigger. That's been a big comeback factor in terms of side switch and things like that. But Myers now content to land this damage and put this character in the corner. Speaking of things that are like a win condition, if you can put him in the corner, you can do a lot of work here. No tech to stay alive. Activation raw does not get punished. Oh, the armor button. Forgot about the second one. There's always a second shot. Wake up DPEX version. Myers with the jabs, the medium,
the stagger, poking him in the eyes over and over. He's got to get a visor.
Final game. Final round, Prototype versus Alex Myers. Y'all said locals can't be hyped.
Man, this is honestly super hype. This is like, I am literally on the edge of my seat.
I can't believe my man just anti-air, gets the conversion back. So here we go, Alex Myers with the fireball. Prototype is willing to Yeah, Prototype just getting backed up in the corner from that fireball too. He's like, I'll just chill.
And the classic Alex Myers, the buffering below, trying to fake out the movement, not letting him get a hang on what he's doing in neutral. I like the fireball there. Yeah. He's using really good spots to throw fireballs here. Prototype can't react with EX headbutt to armor through. Look at all the damage he's built up already with hardly doing any real combos. Just pokes, just chip damage, exactly.
Catches, sweep from Prototype.
A couple hard reads.
Uh-oh. This is getting closer and closer to that CA kind of range, but here's the clutch of Prototype. Adding up the meter and the damage on the deck, putting him in the corner. What's his dead? There is no makeup. It's going to be
Oh, did he drop it?
See you in the loser.
He dropped it.
No way, but he picks it back up. Mr. Mustafi sets a 5-second rule, and that's going to put him into Grand Finals winner's side. Prototype.
Man.
Didn't even get the CA, but cleans it up anyway.
Oh my gosh, what a crazy, tense, emotional last like 15 seconds there. That could have been anybody's game, but Prototype closes it out and stays on winner's side for Grand Finals. Also, hold on just a second.
He dropped on present. He's like, he didn't drop on purpose. He didn't do that on purpose. Who wants to drop on purpose with all his money and the points on the line? Kidding me? Get out of here.
I need to use the bathroom. I will be right back.
All right, I'll hold it down for y'all.
Let me go to the back. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Thank you for coming through Weds Night Fights Online Edition. Let me put on my controller. As we were moving on this bracket, Chris CCH versus Mortsy up in the deck. Hope you guys are enjoying everything. Listen, Prototype is hard. Okay, we're gonna ignore him because here's the thing: you cleaned it up and it was good. And now we have a Honda winner side. That may be the first time we've seen a Honda in Weds Night Fights this year. Winner side Grand Finals. So good stuff to you. And this actually might be your first winner side Grand Finals of this year, I believe. So it was a drop, was a setup. If that was a setup, it worked. Let's work on this next part of the bracket here. People remember, exclamation mark, match or meet. All right, run them codes, run some love, run some support. If you're enjoying this great action in terms of Honda, in terms of the great gameplay, in terms of the Fang versus Seth that's going to come up on the screen, show some love and support for the people as we get into this next match here. Again, Mortsy versus Chris CCH up on the deck.
Man, matches tonight have been hype. Ooh, starting off, that was clearly trying to call out the spin kick or the crouch roundhouse. I like it. Ooh, but already getting harassed with the axe.
You thought that was gonna work on me? No go, dog.
Little disrespectful. Oh man, he's not dead, but he's close. One missed edge. This hurts. Okay, yeah, knew the throw was coming. Doesn't get caught there, and no activation point for Chris CCH. Obviously, doesn't have V-trigger. Hasn't taken enough damage.
I like Chris being defensive right here. He knows he's not going too much. Like one good axe kick. Look at him. He's jumping, calling out, but careful though. We've seen some comebacks that happen today. We don't want to see anymore. Chris now just backing off, but he's losing a little bit of health. EX raw, uncooked,
cheap,
unflavored in the neutral dog. Just went right into it. You saw, that's the power of this character. People will forget about the hands and the neutral. A lot of them will throw that out because that ranges can be hard to punish. And that's what happened right there. Chris CCH probably coming in, but the back up of Mortsy. Great round start here. Let's see if we can keep up that pace and the momentum.
And Chris CCH immediately backing off after that throw, not even wanting to deal with any sort of the pressure, knowing that he doesn't have to. Smart stuff. Okay, now he is on the defensive. How's he going to handle it? He goes for the suck. You know, he tried to read maybe a fireball, maybe a cloud. Oh, but he catches him crouching, gets the counter hit. Big damage. Hold this pressure, activate into V-trigger.
Yep, and you see the axe hit coming through because that's such a hard thing for this character to deal with. You see the parry, but it hasn't really come out in the clutch. And you gotta be careful about throwing out those balls because he can't axe kick. I like that CX9. The beast of throwing out the ball saying you better come to me. Try to chase him down, no go. My man's still up in the front.
Yep, forward walk throw. This is a pretty tough hill to find, but that's a lot of damage, and he's got another one stocked up. Still a ton of V-trigger.
Cancel activation from Mortsy, throwing out the balls right here, stays in front, tried to bait, couldn't just wait. Chris CCH is that needs to find some good conversions, but there it is, the instant overhead from Mortsy.
Right there at the end, really important stuff from Mortsy. He blocked right at the last second standing against that axe kick so he could take his turn back. That's impressive awareness that you need when fighting this character.
A lot of people don't do that, dog. I'm telling, watching people and they get the axe kick gets away for free. I mean, it's a hard thing to do, especially with Fang, but you have to know how to deal with some of these options and be able to strike back and take your turn back. Yo, he's putting him in the corner with the pressure. We thought we were all gonna be on Seth. Me too, this guy's Morty stays in front. Chrissy's trying to answer back. And they have feature activation, but this will help out.
Smart reacts. Dude, right? And reacts to the poison balls with the shot. That's gonna be no activation. He's waiting for it. Once they get more damage, better opportunity. Yep, keep his offense going. Hold his plus range. Side speed, obviously.
Yeah, Morty's waiting for that comeback.
What a call out. That chase down. He can chip out here.
You don't need to. You can save that ball. I don't know what he saved it for.
Gosh.
You can't use it in the next game, but my man had ball to work with on the deck. So yeah, it's just like, I don't need this.
The chase
I'm good to go.
Oh my god, the chase out on that backdash was chef kiss. Impressive. You love to see those kinds of reads. That's what fighting games are about.
And that's what makes, you know, that separates people like, you know, these guys from like old dudes like me out here trying to, they only do it for good, oh, all right, bye. Or they try to, oh, see you later. But Chrissy Station has those reads, and now he's got the reads on my man pressing buttons. B-skill, building up that ball, don't throw the rim enough, yet instantly missed that. He's like, it's cool, let me get rid of this right now because it's more important to have that B-skill suck, right? Hit the bar and also rule that neutral too.
Okay, yep. Uses the EX, just 1 or 2 space back. Oh, gets called out for the. This is such a tough situation. And even if he gets his turn back, it's not a punish. Okay, there's a little bit of damage. This is still very, very tough.
Yeah, he can. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is not going to kill, right? But
is it going to kill? Is it going to kill?
Not yet. Not yet. There's a double KO. The double KO will kill.
Weird.
Both of them suicide together. They crashed into each other. They ran head first. They're gonna play chicken, and this is so good for Chris because he's still up 1, right? He's
exactly.
Still up 1.
Exactly. It definitely puts the pressure on Morty to make it count. But this is how it starts. Big damage. Put him in the corner. Get that poison damage taken away. Call out the jump attempt. I like it.
Bro, I like the games for Chrissy State. They haven't been baited out too much. And he'll introduce that break. Also introducing this B-skill.
Yo.
You cannot cowl crouch. I got you, dog. I got something for you.
That was like the first time I have seen that in Wednesday Night Fights. He actually confirmed the counter hit suck and actually got a combo off of it. That was godlike.
One thing that you'll get that off, it's one thing to get that counter hit, right? Get that
right.
master damage and corner carry. Chris CCH put on the plus range. Most of the time get a punish, but just a little too late on those hands. It's hard to deal with that. And Chris working on that ball. No on again. Done enough for the kill. Yep. Never mind. You were right. I'm done.
Yeah, Seth gets so much damage in the corner. If he has any bar, it's a ton of damage, and Fong doesn't have a lot of life. This is. Yeah, we want to see our intrepid hero Morty do well, but like this is such a tough draw for Fong. So tough.
Yeah, we've talked about how you maybe now you need to have a secondary and stuff like that, but then again, a lot of fan players they just want to chill, right? They want to be with their character, and you see. But I feel like it's never impossible in any fighting game, right?
Of course,
good stuff to Chris in that match. It's never impossible. It's never like you're never out of it. And at least in a lot of modern games, there's never any 9-1s. Like way back in the day, you get the 9-1s. There's some 7-3s here and there, but they're very rare. And although Fang is super strong, I feel like there's still human error and there's still ways. Nothing goes perfect on paper, right?
Oh, you mean Seth? You said Fong is super strong.
Oh, my bad. You're right. It's
before they come for your neck on Twitter. I got you, homie. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you. Because I get subtweeted. Also, make sure you guys are tweeting out this great Matcherino. There's 4466
if only
right now. Can we get it to 400 something? Let's try. Let's do something different today.
In 20
Hit it with the promo code WNF34SFB for that free 50-cent donation if it's not used up, and if it is, run some love and support. If you got some spare change, show some love and support to the Level Up and the players out there, dog. Yo, let's make it hot, all right? Let's make it hot. Every Wednesday night, you bring you that great action. Why not hit up the match arena and show some love and support for the people getting stuff? Listen, I want some people to make out like a fat rat. That's what I'm trying to say right here. Because that's going to make the action even better. Because people will be like, oh, I'll save this for nationals. I'll save this for regionals. I was going to save this for NA West too, but not anymore, brother. You're going to get it now. I'm going to get that Uber Eats money. I'm going to get that money.
Speaking of which, in Losers Finals, we have Alex Myers versus Chris CCH. This is going to be Seth versus Chun. Well, presumably Chun. Now, personally, I have to imagine this is not a good matchup for Chun. I don't think she would have good anti-air options to deal with axe kick. And Seth can rush down just as well and win neutral just as well as Chun, I think, personally.
Round one.
I'm curious. I'm not 100% because like I feel like even though the axe kick's a problem, she does have decent anti-airs that are quick on her feet, right? Got the light. Like you can't deal with the axe kick like that, but with her walk speed and stuff like that, and be able to backdash, have that quick enough speed where you can touch and really whip punch some of those things. I think it's super bad for it. And those hard knockdowns are going to be integral in keeping the impression on, and so you don't get a press, right? There we go. Side switch off the light kick right there. Pierce connects.
Oh, nice.
The knockdown off the DP. Activation time.
Okay, good V reversal from Alex Myers, but starts with big damage. Put him back in the corner. EX hand. No need for EX. And dead, just like that.
You have to remember this is Seth, and they have such great anti-air options using the air options using the axe kick. And if you try to throw, you're gonna get blown up. EX round star the crushing kick. You cannot be lacking second against Chris CCH.
Look at the damage already almost done. Alex Myers forced to use a EX SBK. Backdashes out of there, doesn't want to get stunned. Activate, has to. Now this is the comeback V-trigger for Chun, right? This is gonna be good damage, but still has a tough hill to climb because we're just giving Seth V-trigger, and that's when the party starts.
Yeah, just like right now, at this point, make your decisions wisely right here, right? But I like how Alex Myers is kind of backing away because to make this V-trigger count, you have to be in front of the face. That did not connect, but he didn't get to wake up anyway on the beacon. Alex Myers cleaning it up, that could have been dangerous, but I like how he saw the V-trigger and backed away. That's what you have to do against his character. The axe kicks and things like that, it's going to be super strong. If you back away, you'll be able to deal with those options a lot better.
Somehow, it completely slipped my mind that Chun-Li has the crouching medium punch. So yeah, this matchup is probably more close to 5-5 than what I was initially anticipating. Anyways.
I ain't gonna call nothing. I don't want people to stop tweeting me like, what did you say? The matchups actually, because it's nothing to know. I don't want to call matchups these days. Everything's on
Sure.
Right. But anyway, like, in certain little things, people really have to figure them out all the way yet. And I think that's probably why they're super strong. But I like Myers' game plan right now. Get the pressure when he feels like he's going. But stay on Max. But Max distance, medium kick into the CA. Chris CCH with the buff.
Reminiscent of season 1 Karen canceling that stand medium kick into super from downtown to get the kill. Good stuff from Chris CCH.
God damn, was that even necessary? Like, dog.
Send a message. This is the decapitated horse head from Godfather, right? Just putting it in your bed. They got an offer you can't refuse, and it's stand medium kick into super.
It's a dangerous one. Do you see how much damage that super did done to me? Like, I can't even talk because I am baffled how my man buffered medium kick into super. I don't see people doing that with Seth. That's why Chris CCH is one of the best right here. Well, I think he's one of the better Seth players in the U.S. And he didn't even main this character all the way.
Yeah, right.
He should. Good DP right there. Good anti-air on the deck with Chris CCH. Build up some great bar, but no big deal. Still going in. He don't care.
Goes in with the crouch medium punch into the hands, perfectly spaced, can't punish from that range. Nice back roundhouse. Now we are seeing the anti-air options, the different wheel of options that Chun has to deal with air approaches, and can't react from that range. Not going to be able to do it. Nobody can.
Yeah, you have to back off against that. You have to back off away from the axe kick. And if you are up close, I like how he's just off blocking as much as possible. But here we go. Crouching kick. I like the check right there. The knockdown. This is he's trying to answer back. The flip out was able to allow him this activation point. And here we go. It's Seth time. Check the watch.
One hit and he's dead. Gonna activate the V-trigger. Keep his turn going. Doesn't want to give up momentum. More V-trigger pressure. Just out of range. Gets the side switch. Fades it.
The wait and bait, dog. The wait and bait. Chris CCH, he's like, I know what's coming. I know what you know what's coming. And that's the thing is when, as you said before, Seth's V-trigger is super strong. He's just gonna wait it out and he's gonna be like, I know what you know what's coming, so I'm gonna chill. You get in this bad situation. Chris CCH already taking off the other side of the screen. Round start. That's the power of just using one bar with this character.
Stand medium kick, keep him checked in the corner. Just out of range to get the conversion off of the crouching hit for the average. Gets the good damage here. Oki, what's it gonna be? Counter hit, no conversion. Swing. Use the EX SPK to get him off. Wanted to
find
slide
that activation. Yeah, you gotta be super careful about that. Because now if Chrissy CH knows that's coming, he's gonna either axe kick or neutral jump that, roll it up. But Myers is not how this just yet. You got to put this character down. It's not a big V trigger comeback, but I see the bar at the bottom, and I also see my man has pop trigger, but Chrissy CH hasn't popped his yet. Now here we go. Anybody's game. Not just yet, he needs that final hit. He needs that one final hit to get that chip all the way there. That one bit, no dip. He's going to make it EX. He spins the bar, trying to open him up.
Yes, I knew it was going to come.
Setup. Bro,
Brilliant.
Right there. And the check on the dash. Alex Myers with the smart stuff. That's not even, bro, that's not even like, that's not high school level. That is college degree level right there. Master's degree. That's master's degree.
That was intergalactic. I love it. Really good awareness on the frustration and sort of urgency of the situation there to throw out your long poke with that standing and kick and take the round. Oh, the good jump in with the jump roundhouse.
Oh, just a little stuff right there. Unfortunate. STCH got stuck in the corner. I like these walk runners. That is a good way to deal with this. If you take that runs in the target combo, super safe situation. Not going to kill him. Going to put Alex Myers on a just way far. My man is way far. You need to speed it up, dog. The pedal in the metal right there. I see Chrissy saying just get the finish line. Closer, closer. Lands the axe kick or the
Tiger knee
I can't
axe
even
kick.
talk.
Yep.
Tiger knee axe kick to get it done. This is the thing. When you see someone using CA like that, they're trying to put themselves and put the stress on you, right? The onus on you. Like, you got to come to me and finish things off. This is ridiculous. The way that Chris plays this character is like, I know people complain about
super
Seth,
scary.
Like, it is because you can't pin him down in his normal style. You've got a character that plays so well to that.
Yeah, a character that handles scramble situations exceptionally well because of their toolkit, and also can just really easily dominate neutral with this kind of hit and run style, whether it's jump in the air axe kick, mix up the jump timing, throw out spin kick neutral, whatever it is. Dashes up.
Counter here. And you see the spacing that he does too. You get command normal as well. The checking the neutral, yes, good cancel, but then the version.
Yeah.
Alex Myers answering back. I like that knockdown. Try to get the air leg no go, but does get the back throw. Cleans that up. I like how he has the situation A, B, and C, but walks into this counter combo. On the other side of the screen here.
Hold the plus frame. Gets a trade, but no combo off of it. Wasn't able to no activation and just gets clipped. Again, that's such a tough thing to deal with for any character, being caught in the corner and dealing with Tiger knee axe kick. Gets the suck though right off the start. Big damage. Oh, that was neat. All right, get the good corner carry. Already put in the corner just like that. Yep, EX SBK, get off me. I'm not dealing with it.
Yeah, but the fadeaway there from Chris. He's crouching to kick the check, the walk in. That's the kind of stuff this character has. I like the slide, but didn't have anything to convert it to. So he needs to get out of the corner, so you can find a way out. You gotta find your way out. Technical moves, finds the EX conversion back to mid-screen.
Alex Myers just backs off, goes back in with the forward roundhouse, but was minus enough that Chris CCH could get the throw mixed up. No punish. The EX leg went too far to block. He's trying.
He's like, let me back up, try to do something. We can't lift one. Just block it, dog. Let it happen. I think you want to disallow, V-trigger activation, but it's not going to happen right now because Myers does not have the bar. Myers with the oppression right now, bringing things back. Who looking like Chris CH could finish this, but he could actually. Seeing the CA at the bottom, seems to find that only a low health character. EXP, not just yet. A little bit more to go. Axe kick from the clutch. Myers didn't have anything to cancel. It's unfortunate. Chris with the punish.
Yeah, that. I wonder if maybe that was, I don't know if that was either a screw up on EX, those supposed to be EX legs to make it safe, or if Myers just didn't know that he didn't have V trigger to activate into. I'm not sure, but that's a hard way to lose. He was playing really well towards the end, but Seth is Seth.
I mean, it's Seth, but you got to give credit to the way Chris CCH plays.
Oh, of course, it's super strong.
I do feel like there were some moments where it was like you see Alex kind of rotating. Well, it was drops, but it's like rotating like offensive options how to deal with it. I feel like he's not there with the character. I don't really feel like there's many people who are there dealing with this character all the way, right? But let me deal with y'all with some knowledge. Let me deal some knowledge onto y'all. Let me put it upon y'all that we have a first place winner. If you get the first place at the end of this great season, sponsored by HyperX, by the way, Cloud 2 Wireless, Ally Origins keyboard, Pulsefire Haste, and the Quadcast S RGB. Second and third and fourth place will get the Cloud 2 Wireless. If you are in those places at the end of the season, which happens on the 30th December. That's what you'll be winning. If you come to these Wednesday night fights and get the tournament points, that's what's on the deck for y'all. So make sure you guys are coming through in the clutch.
Hey guys,
also hit the Matcherino, guys.
Yes.
You know,
I just want to add something real quick.
Let's make that Matcherino fatter and fatter as we get closer to the finale. As we are at the finale, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is grand finals right
Big
here,
grand
right?
finals.
Yeah.
Winner side prototype.
Prototype with Honda.
Oh, you think they can
You'd
hear
love
me?
to see it. And you know, I do want to say actually real quick, and you know, it seems like this is how it goes every time, right? Nobody really talks about the character until Daigo messes with them. But now, for whatever reason, Daigo is screwing around with Honda, and suddenly everybody's like, "Oh shit, is Honda like ridiculous?" And honestly, right. It's annoying, but it's cool. It's cool to see a player of his caliber and stature using that character to maybe give a little more light to him in the mainstream. That's neat, right? But I do think perhaps we will see more in the way of critically analyzing this character and how to beat them because of that. But nevertheless, seeing somebody like Prototype make it all the way to winner's side grand finals here tonight in a good bracket, as it always is. There's super strong talent on the West Coast. It's exciting stuff, and watching his matches have been super hype.
Yeah. So we're gonna get in the grand finals here. Hold on one second here.
You guys all right? Can you guys hear me?
Might want to us with, yo, Mothership, you there?
Yeah, you can hear me or no? I don't think they can.
People in the chat heard him. We didn't hear him at all.
Yeah. No, they can hear me, but I don't think you guys can hear me. But it's all good.
Yeah, well, I think was trying to talk while we were talking. We couldn't.
Oh yeah, I can't hear him.
I guess we're gonna get right to the match here, people. Chris CCH on loser side, Prototype on winner side. Remember, people, Chris has to win 2.
6 games.
Yeah, he's gonna win 6 games, so 2 sets, right? Prototype only.
Swinging with that crouch roundhouse. That's going to be a big button in this matchup, I feel, against Honda. You know, he does have kind of, like, some of his better buttons are the longer reaching ones. So fight fire with fire, stick out your active long range button. I like the view reversal there. Put him back in the corner, make him race the meter. Doesn't get to keep the pressure.
All right, we'll talk about the points after this. I promise, right? I don't know what's going on, but we'll talk about the points. We can't hear you, so the crowd can hear you for whatever reason. It don't matter. We'll keep it moving. We got chip over. We'll talk about
chip damage for days.
Yeah,
Prototype.
Like this from 68 though. No,
he drops the combo.
He's still in there. -2, still my turn. My turn, I need a net.
Good dash. Oh my gosh, look at the damage. Baits the uppercut. And I like it. Throw for the best meter gain, and that also doesn't give Chris CCH a meter since he didn't do a combo. I like that. Very meter efficient. Ooh, good buffer. And that's gonna hurt against Seth. A low health character, gonna take damage, a little bit harder than you.
That's the good thing about this matchup, right? If you're on it, you can do a ton of damage, a ton of stun. Yo, check the red, check the stun. It's building. It's gonna get it done. He trigger 2. I forgot to notice that. My man's trying to put the damage on the deck. Side switch. Not a lot of damage, but it's going to make things more opportune for him, right? EX, DP,
good reaction.
I like that. Kid with the super, trying to even things out in terms of damage. He'll probably get close to doing so, if not there.
Oh yeah, he's got a life steal. And he's gonna build another V-trigger by the time this round's over. Lock it out. Okay, I like the reversal there. Oh man. Stays in front, and he was confident enough to DP there. And he just does it. See, that's something that a lot of players have a really hard time dealing with, and that is so strong for Honda. That move, the EX butt slam, it hits so far out vertically. If you take a look at like a hitbox viewer and look at where the hitbox on that thing is, it might as well be in Street Fighter 6. It is so far out there that like if you stick out a button from the other side of the screen, you're getting hit.
Yeah, that thing is ridiculous. It's a good follow-up button too. When you think everything's kind of calmed down, the party really starts when the E34 comes through. My man tried to react, no go, but still gets the hit though. Chris CCH still staying solid until Prototype with the headbutt. Go to the corner. Chris CCH keeping the party. Never mind. He reversals him back in the corner. There's so many back and forth tons of pressure, tons of momentum. It's great to see both players trying to acclimate. Prototype taking turn back when he knows it's his turn.
Yeah. A lot of really interesting options for him. Oh, I wonder if he could have gotten some sort of conversion off that. That was a really interesting stomp situation. Oh, I like it. Good view reversal. Get that good dash to get out of the corner. Don't even deal with the ball. Build up all this chip damage. Make him hold it.
Yeah, starting cross cut. Took too much damage. I thought if it was EX, it might have went through, but you know, it was just unfortunate. And the trade prototype with the health boost, with the damage. We'll take that all day.
Yeah, I have to wonder if Chris CCH there, if that was meant to be regular uppercut or if it was EX, because you had to think if you were to even trade, like, despite the fact that he had already cross-cut him twice, if you trade in that situation, you're basically dead. So I wonder if maybe it was a slight, you know, misinput. And there we go, we get the EX uppercut on the butt slam, whether it stays in front or back. He's, you know, confident to do it.
That's what we're looking for before. Can't stock up for free. That's eliminated. And see Chris CCH trying to go with the damage, but with the hands of the man again. So tight, just putting on the pressure. And it's been adding up so much. Headbutt, walk, lands raw, puts the hands on him again. And you see Chris is like backing off if he knows he's going to get too close. Now the activation starts. Can he find a comeback? It's all gone, but I see the key at the bottom.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he's got to be careful because he is one combo away from death. Honda does a ton of damage and Seth doesn't have much life, so I think he maybe could have at that range, but I'm not sure. He's getting close to chip territory.
Yeah. I was just saying, it's a danger right there. You can take these throws.
Oh my gosh, I think he hit it. Oh my god. I got hit. I swung.
Bro. I would have swung too. My man was beneath me, and I swung. You know, like you in that slow mo where you swing, and you're like, "Hey guys, you're probably wondering what happened here. This is me."
You're probably wondering how I got in this situation. Funny story. I've seen Chris CCH do that a number of times, and I think that's kind of the big cojones mentality of like younger players, and I like it. You know, again, present that option. Let him know you're not afraid to do it, so that maybe he'll think twice next time.
When we fight someone that's so defensive like Prototype that has been molded in the Alex play and having defense, it's looking long gone. Careful with that whip punish from the crouching heavy kick right here. The Prototype has the answers, but I like seeing that he's definitely studying this.
Oh my gosh, he's dead. He is dead.
Right here.
Look at the damage.
Dog.
That was unreal. Honda hurt so bad. Is Honda the answer to Seth? Is that how you beat Seth? Honda?
I do want to say my man definitely is presenting some good, you know, practice against how the Seth plays. The whip punishes, the damage on the jet, constantly put the pressure on it. It's things you have to do against Seth. And staying outside the distance where the axe kick will be a problem. He's backing off. Set the headbutt, set the EX stomp, but here we go. Push to the corner from Chris CCH using the command normal with the wake up for Prototype.
Yeah, his wake up options and his moments of taking back his turn in the midst of like staggers and fake block strings have made all the difference in his winner's side run. He's about to make this a 3-0 sweep. Not if Chris CCH has anything to say about it though. Juggling. Put him in the mix-up. What's it gonna be? He stays in the
low, but they had a bit conversion off of that. Prototype has a lot of bar to work with. It's not gonna happen. Chris gonna clean things up, even though the trigger 2 wasn't a big deal. It is able to kind of equate some of the life, and kind of eliminate some of the life, and give him a little bit of a lead right there. And Chris cleans it up, takes it, but still game point for Prototype.
Yeah, still. Actually, this is tournament point. Still tournament point for Prototype. If he wins this next round, he wins the whole thing on winner's side with Honda, a character that we are slowly seeing more representation for. Look at that damage. It's an easy 20% off of a crush combination with an EX special. It hurts. Okay, even the EX heads up there is fine. He armors through the move and doesn't have to deal with the pressure.
Okay, D reversals, and Chris does not have a follow-up. Tries to pull it back, but the blocks are on the deck. And the text too, he's not taking a damn thing. Crushing medium punch range, but not anything behind it. Axe block too, just staying outside that distance where it's going to become a problem, right?
Yeah, just out of the range, and again, doing a good job of stand blocking it, which is something you have to do against Seth. But now this is where the mix-up comes in. You know, you block all these axe kicks, and then it starts opening up the jump-ins for free. Dead. Debt. D-E-D, debt. Next game.
Yeah, just want to move to the next game. Hit the start button. Just, you know, push over the cutscene. And I see people talking about him using V trigger 2. The thing is, we've seen him V reversal a few times, or at least have the option of V reversal. That may be why he's using it. Also,
100%.
Could be the you know, the equalizer, right? I don't want to say which trigger is better or worse, whatever. Even in the general spectrum, because you don't know. Sometimes it's depending on the player and what they want to use. But you see Chris kind of starting to use it as a way to get damage in, and also have another chance to maybe build up another V-bar play. If he has 3 bars, he may not be able to get to use them.
Exactly.
Get smoked, right? You know, having a trigger early in the round is kind of integral for some players is how they want to play.
And another important aspect too, right, is if you get it early enough, you are potentially forcing your opponent to use their V gauge so that they don't have to deal with the mix-up. And again, Honda has 2 incredibly strong V triggers, so if you can get them to get rid of that comeback factor, that's a strong win.
I like that light right after, checking the toes right there, crease up the shoes. Prototype trying to get the crush to get that bar for the V trigger to get that going because he's been spending a lot for V reversals in general. He'd love to get that trigger to equate the damage, but man, the throw right there, a lot. Gets the EX, Chris, dash up, axe kick.
Oh, but he challenges, he takes the -2. Oh, he tries to foam out. No punish. Okay, uses the activation opportunity. Hold the cheap stuff. I got hit. That was dirty.
That was disgusting. It's one of those like, oh, I saw that was good. It never be me. It would be me though. But look at you. Look at where you're at right now. And again, Chris closing things out with the V trigger also helps too. Like if you see that finisher right there, you want to close out things. And only closers get coffee dog, right? Only closers get coffee, right?
You can
CCH trying to pick things up.
Yeah, and Chris CCH, starting to go for those tight axe kicks in neutral. That's definitely a sign of confidence and feeling yourself. So he's starting to believe more that he can do this, and that's a good sign for him as a comeback. Blocks it, takes his turn back.
Yeah, that distance, like maybe sometimes you want to challenge, but sometimes you just want to go for the easy, let me get that plus range going. Anti-EXP,
there it is.
Cross cut on the other side right there. That's the back
Big
Launch
damage.
follow up. Oh god.
Oh man.
You know what's coming. Hands on the man. Super.
Not
No, you don't
stunned.
need it.
He's just playing patient. Good. Yep. Make him use his V trigger. Ooh, that was actually really good. Good. I can't even throw tech there. There we go. I'm getting flabbergasted.
Too much going on, dog.
Yeah.
Too many hands.
Oh man. Oh my gosh, what a good counter hit. That could have, you can confirm that into super. But I'll give Chris CCH the benefit of the doubt. He's in grand finals, I'm not. So he's got this.
Well, it's one of those things where like you can confirm, but like in the heat of the moment, when you are down this much prototype is on top of it like this, it's easier said than done to have that confirmed. Sometimes you just use it as a poke, so
right.
I get it. Sometimes it just doesn't come out. But here's a good jump in here. This CCH started the round off right, putting him in the corner with that open situation. Prototype trying to get out. That's a bad headbutt.
Okay, he is oh, he's dead. Yeah. Oh no, not stunned.
Yeah, wake up,
okay, hit him with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I saw my man veer back. I don't know what he was doing with that, but he definitely got hit.
Okay, how's he gonna activate? That's what he's looking for. I like this from Chris CCH. Just throw it out, make him block all this. Don't let him get his V trigger going. Okay, there it is. Now a couple hits, and this is gonna be in Prototype's favor. He has to get the jump in though because he's afraid of the axe kick. The dash up.
He's trying to put the offense. Oh, but it's not gonna happen. You see him try to put the offense immediately on Chris CCH. He's like, I gotta finish the guy off. Chris CCH is all ready for me. He's like, I got something for you. Open up the present. I got something for you. You like what I got you? Chris CCH about to reset the bracket, or will Prototype prevent that? We are looking at it either a reset or we are looking at Prototype just taking this from winner's side.
With E Honda. The first E Honda Wednesday Night Fights champion, I believe.
That's true. I don't think there's ever been, not even Pink has used E Honda in grand finals.
Next week.
Use that sim. Yeah, maybe next week. If somebody submits enough points on his channel, they might.
Yeah.
But I see people in the chat be like, not like this, not like this. But I mean, if you're Prototype, you have to be looking at your situational things to get out of the corner. If we haven't seen as much, that's kind of the game plan of Chris putting there. But speaking of corner play, it's all about Prototype right now. He's into that conversation. That's the activation.
Okay, what's the mix-up? No mix-up, just get the meaty pressure, put him back in the... Ooh, oh, interesting. I like that option from Chris CCH. Back off a little bit, let him run into the ball. It's not a lot of damage, but it's a little bit, right?
Yeah. I could open up to a lot of things. At the same time, speaking of damage, this is a lot. Ooh, straight hands, headbutt lands, dash up, nice. That should be enough. Prototype again on tournament points.
And him taking advantage right there of the tentativeness of Chris CCH in neutral. From that specific range, he wanted to play it calm and kind of watch how things played out. He immediately dashed up, used Honda's long-range dash to get in there and then close it out. Good trade. Oh my gosh, that E. Oh, yep, EX one hit away.
Yeah, he's super close to something. He can get it done. and now the trigger to stave off some of that stun. Neutral jump, rocks it out this time in prototype, lands a confirm, tries to get the splash, anti-air, stays in front. Prototype trying to keep the pressure on. He just needs
The
one there.
call out.
He just needs one more hit. He just needs one more hit, dog. I dare you. I wish you would do something. He's saying to Chrissy CH, looking right in front of his face, I wish you would do something. He's got the EX bar, meets him in the skies. Prototype is your winner of this week's Wednesday Night Fights Street Fighter 5 tournament with Honda on winner's side, baby.
Yes. Did not go down to losers at all with Honda, making the transition at the beginning of Season 4 into this character and really investing the time and energy, and it is showing off. Wednesday Night Fights, as any of you guys who watch this know, this is not an easy bracket. This is one of the harder brackets in the world. He is throwing out the hands. As my good friend Lil Wayne said, when I get behind her, I smack it like E Honda. Let's go.
I know why they just didn't quote. I know you just didn't do it.
Let's go.
We're trying to be professional here. Yo, Dow, I see you with the sub, bro. You came at the right time to see Honda win Wednesday Night Fights. I hope you enjoyed that great exhibition neutral play. You know what? We can make fun of Honda all day on Twitter and stuff like that, but when it comes down to it,
no, that was
be
sick.
a good player in the game, you have to have good defense with that character. It's the same thing with a lot of characters that have like a lot of good oppression, but their defense is kind of lacking in some ways. You gotta have that on the deck to be real good. Anyone can get through gold and diamond and stuff like that, but to be up in Wednesday Night Fights, winner side of this, it takes, real good play like that. And that's the kind of play that we want to see. All right.
Dedication.
So Prototype taking winner side, yeah. Ooh.
Super good stuff. And again, I like seeing this especially too, because I remember I was actually watching his stream last week, and I was watching his stream last week, and he was really despondent after losing to Pink, and understandably so. It was a really close match. It got a little laggy or whatever. So to have this kind of redemption this week, where he's playing the character he wants to play, still making strides with this character and learning them and proving that his hard work is paying off, and to stay on winner's side in this good bracket and win the whole thing, very good stuff. You can be real happy with that. Hang your hat on it, Prototype.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. See what's going to be happening next week. Man, I can't even talk because I'm so excited that Honda won. Actually, Via, if you're still there, if you want to chat about the point spread
for HyperX.
Yeah, we're just going to let him go.
I don't think you guys can hear me. No, you guys can't.
Hello?
Oh, no.
No.
Yo, Via, hit me up in the Discord if you can hear us.
I can hear you guys.
I don't know if you wanted to talk about the point spread just yet. Yeah, wait, because there's always a delay, people.
Right.
Oh,
He can hear us.
Do you want to go ahead?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't hear you, dog.
We can't hear you.
Did you want to go ahead and hit him up with the point spread? Oh, don't worry about it. Okay.
He said, "Hold on." Maybe he's gonna put it up on screen.
All right, guys.
I think maybe he's going to leave and come back and see if that fixes things.
Oh, he's doing it now.
Okay, so I was just gonna say that since the top
and filling out the
top eight,
week of
the top 8 for the past 2 weeks have been completely different players. So we have we currently have an 8-way tie because they're all different, and because we're going on a ranking season, so each week, let's just say the point spread is first place you get 50 points, second place you get 40, third 30, fourth 20, 10, 10, 5, 5. So, and Pink, got first place last week. This week it's Prototype. So they're tied for first place. So this is an ongoing thing all the way up to the 30th of December. So the players that have the top 4 overall points earners of this season will win the prizes. So yeah, that's it.
Okay.
All right, people. You see, that's it right there. You got I heard some of it. The stream was delayed for us, but I got to hear a little bit of it. It's great to see, we've got some people at the top spot, and now your Prototype get up there too. Y'all, dog, it's going to get hot and heavy as we go through the weeks. Again, this is all leading up to, NA West too. Yes. And don't forget, Oceania is this weekend as well. There's last 2 CPT events, which you guys are holding on for those things. And also hold on to some more Wednesday Night Fights action next week. We might have the return of Pink, might have the return of Samurai, and I can't wait. But until then, my name is St. Cola.
I am Mr. Mistopheles. thank you guys so much for joining us, as always, for another great week of Wednesday Night Fights Street Fighter V action. Have a good night.
Peace.